Hello, today we're baking and we're baking plushki and or piroshki. You can choose either heart-shaped pastry with just sugar sprinkled on the top, or you can choose to make piroshki that have either savory or sweet stuffing inside, which can be mashed potatoes or fried cabbage. We also can put inside chopped apples, cubed apples with sugar. Plushki are a little simpler. They just have sugar and vegetable oil. Piroshki, on the other hand, can be made with anything you have in hand. We will need yeast for this dough, 2 eggs, one for the dough and one for putting glaze on, margarine, regular bread flour, milk, and then a little bit of salt, only 1 teaspoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. For savory ones, you don't have to put as much sugar, maybe 2 spoons. Flour will be sifted and margarine will be melted in the pot on the stove and just let it cool down so it's not so hot. Then milk, we are using warm milk. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and add yeast to it. Then we add to that mixture 1 egg, and sifted flour added to the mix. And that's we're starting to work on the dough, at first with a spoon and then use your hands. You work dough not too hard, but until it's binds together everything, and then you put saran wrap and put it in the fridge. And you leave it in the fridge for about 2 hours, maybe an hour after you put it in the fridge. You knead it, push it down a little bit, and once 2 hours pass by, you are going to take your dough out of the fridge and put it on your countertop with a little bit of flour. So now you can work your dough. I roll the dough into a log and then split into small pieces, identical size. Once that's done, I roll into circles and put a little bit of sugar and a little bit of vegetable oil. Not olive oil, but vegetable oil. Spread it with my finger. And then I roll it into little sausage. Once that sausage is rolled, I take a very sharp knife and cut through all the way down and to the board. And you can see the split here. Once that's done, I pick up with both hands on each side of that cut and pick it up and put it on the board. I'm showing here the egg wash. That's the second egg I beat and I use on my pastries. So this is how it shapes into a heart. Once it's baked, it looks like this sweet heart. The second option for your you can stuff it with apples, and for piroshki you chop the apples, sour apples preferred, and add sugar and put it aside. You roll the circles of the dough the same way as for plushki, but now we are going pinch it together, and once it's pinched, it will be flipped. All right, and you can add jam, thicker jam if you have. I'm using IKEA jam here. It's very thick. And I pinch it again all along the edge, and I shape them differently so I can recognize which pies are with apples and which ones with the jam. Also use egg wash and leave it to rest for a few minutes before you put it in an oven. And here they are. I bake them for about 15-20 minutes, but it might take longer for you or shorter. Please enjoy your pastries.